The next thing to consider is class rigor. So how hard are the classes that you're taking and how does it compare to your peers? I'm about to give you what I would do. If I went to TSAS and I were a student and I wanted to be the most competitive, this is what I would do. You can do this schedule in any of the houses. Just to let you know, that flexibility is there. It also allows you to opt up. If you're in the arts house, you can still take these classes. It just means that all of your electives will probably need to be arts courses, but that's where it's going to differentiate or change. Also, a caveat, I'm going to recommend pretty much every type of AP class that you can. If you're a person who knows that you struggle with a certain subject, like you're just not killing science, then maybe I wouldn't take the harder science courses, so I don't have a GPA that's affected. So it is kind of a balancing act there. But if you do pretty well, I do encourage you to try the harder courses because it is going to make your GPA look a lot better. And remember, what you get scored on in AP classes are weighted. So they're going to be actually a letter grade up from what you scored. So if you make a B in an AP class, it's the same thing as making an A in a regular class. So keep those in mind. Anyway, so if you look at my freshman year, you can see that I'm taking my freshman seminar, my comp classes, taking Algebra 1, or hopefully in the future we can start pushing kids up to geometry their freshman year. But for you all, Algebra 1, there's my biology, my 2 history courses, my intro to computer science, and I'm going to start my language because I have more flexibility. And then you can see that there is some gaps for an elective and a couple arts. I do recommend that you do take arts, even if you aren't in the art house, because that is going to make you look more well-rounded, whether it be photography or like some sort of drawing or painting. I was a musician, so like taking music classes were my form of arts. Just getting that in there is going to make you competitive. For sophomore year, take that English Lit. I encourage you to opt up. Geometry, take conceptual physics, again, encouraging you to opt up. US history, computer programming, finish up that language, do your electives, do your arts, just get those now more challenging courses in. For junior year, I recommend that you take AP Lang. This is kind of the first AP class that you can take in TSAS, and I encourage you to do that. Your Algebra 2, I highly recommend you take chemistry. Ms. Lance is really preparing students for college in there, and it's gonna be good for you and to have on your resume. This is also a difference between Oklahoma and some other states. While in Oklahoma, you can opt out of chemistry for earth science. In other states, you have to take chemistry no matter what. So just know when people compare your resume to someone else's, that's gonna be a difference. World history I put in there, and then if you would like AP computer science. If you're really not feeling computer science, that's one that I would say you don't have to take because it's not really something that's offered a lot of places. But if you're feeling up for the challenge, I do encourage you to take as many AP courses as you can. My recommended senior year, you can see that AP Lit right across, some pre-calc and some trigonometry. AP Science, take an AP Science. It's, again, so good for you, and we offer so many different ones that you can really choose what you want. I know, too, that they alternate years, so you might replace AP Computer Science and AP Science throughout your schedule. There's flexibility there. You could do capstone hours or fill that with like more arts classes and just do your capstone outside. And then we're supposed to start offering some AP history courses, and I recommend you do that because now you're going to have some AP courses in a variety of places that make you look very well-rounded. You're not required to take the AP test. If you're afraid that those scores are going to be awful, then don't take it. But also take them if you think that you're going to do a good job and get a high score. You are trying to sell yourself to these schools, and this is what I recommend. I have a worksheet in there for you to work this out. If you're a freshman, you're at the perfect time to really think through what classes you want to take. Some of you are just dependent on the computer to tell you where to go. That's not where you want to be. You want to be proactive in deciding to do what you want to do. If you're a senior, I encourage you to list out what you've taken in the past so you can have an idea of how you might discuss the choices that you made. So in there, I want you to think about, like, if you were in an interview, how would you talk about your classes to someone? How would you explain why you took them the way that or did school the way that you did, so that they have a clear picture of who you are as a student? Senior capstone considerations. I know that I have seen some seniors take this seriously, and I've seen some seniors not take it seriously. I love the capstone because it really is a way to set you apart. I encourage you, you want to do something for your capstone that's going to be something that you can put on a resume. I think research projects are great, any volunteer work, internships, something that's going to be able to make you look better for college. TSAS is giving you the opportunity. It's kind of what makes this unique, and this can be a thing that you use for the better if you put the effort in. So just some considerations. Make it something you're interested in. Have it related to what you want to major in. Like, it should be something that you feel passionate about, so it doesn't feel like a chore when you have to do it. Put it on your resume. Colleges want to hear about that stuff, and the more information you have, the better. And make it something that sets you apart. Make it something that you could write your essay about. Something that's unique and new and just makes you a real well-rounded student to the colleges that are considering you. So again, think through, why did you take the classes that you took in high school? And how did TSAS set you apart from other schools? What did the flexibility here allow you to do that was different than maybe a typical high school schedule?